Your Tesla has 15 amazing hidden features that you absolutely need to know about right now. These are going to totally change the way you use your Tesla, and I guarantee you don't know all of them. A few weeks ago in a previous video, I covered some of my favorite Tesla hidden features of all time, like the secret service menu, secrets in the Tesla app, plus many more. But in this video, I'm going back and doing a deep dive into some more of the advanced features inside of your Tesla that, again, I don't think many know about. So whether you are a new Tesla owner, you're going to learn a whole lot in this video, or even if you're more advanced, I've got 15 tips, tricks, hidden features that you need to know about to really get the most out of your Tesla and take your Tesla ownership experience to a whole new level. And a huge thanks to Enhance Auto for sponsoring this video. So hidden feature number 1, two of the Tesla's coolest features that I really love to use, and I think many owners love as well, is the full-featured web browser as well as the theater. You can go in here and watch Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, YouTube, lots of cool ways to entertain yourself while you're charging. Really cool to see this stuff in action, but you can actually upgrade it for free and get way more options. Actually, there's been a couple of updates. One is that in the browser of the Tesla itself, this was updated in the latest software update. Basically, the Chrome stuff underneath was updated to work with more sites. So if you're a fan of like Apple TV Plus, for example, there's great movies and shows on there. This now works better in the Tesla browser, as well as other streaming services as well that didn't work before. Thanks to the latest update, you can now watch this stuff in your Tesla full screen and enjoy it as it is. But if you want a better theater experience, try this website called A Better Theater. Essentially what this is going to do is give you a better Tesla theater. You can Google for it, you can go to the site directly, you can load it in your Tesla like this, and then all you have to do is hit go full screen, and this is going to do a cool workaround that goes through the YouTube app to launch this full screen. You're going to be prompted, hey, do you want to leave YouTube? Go to this other site, say yes, and then you're going to get way more options in addition to what's built in. So I've got HBO Max if I want to stream the latest episode of Succession, YouTube TV for live TV, I've got Pluto, I've got Fubo TV, Plex if I want to stream my own stuff, Paramount Plus, lots of cool stuff. I've also got more games, I've got music. This is totally free and I can stream it and enjoy it just like that. And launching it is as simple as tapping on it, and then it's going to go to the site and I can get the full screen experience and enjoy it with the nice big screen and sound system in my Tesla. Totally free. Go to a better theater and upgrade your Tesla experience with literally just a couple of simple taps. Also, a little bonus feature if you didn't know, you can actually run this in non-full screen mode if you tap that icon there. That way you can get to the other parts of your car, you can adjust AC, stuff like that, and still have it running. Tesla added this a little while ago. It's that little full screen icon there. You can tap it to go full screen, or tap it to go out of full screen. Works with any of the different sources there in Tesla Theater or a better Tesla Theater too. Now, one of the coolest things about the Model 3 and Model Y these days is the automatic trunk. As much as I wish the front was automatic, it's not. But hey, at least we've got an automatic trunk on the back. But one of the things you might not know is that you can actually program the height with a memory to where you want it to go. So this is the default height, it's really high, but maybe, hey, you don't want it that high for whatever reason, you want it down a little bit lower. If you tap and hold on the close button right here, you're gonna hear a chime and it'll actually save what you want. So for example, let me bring this down a bit, and I'm gonna stop it where I want it and then press and hold. So let me bring it down, and let's stop it right here. I'm gonna tap and hold. You're going to hear a chime in the car. And now, if I wanted to, my trunk is only going to open that high. So again, let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to close it right now just by pressing this button again. It's going to bring it down. And then, now when I open it up, it'll open to the programmed height that I have it. So for whatever reason, if that's super convenient, that's what it's going to be. If you want to reset it, just go ahead and bring it up manually all the way to where you want it, or you can really set it a little bit further, a little bit higher, lower, whatever you want, and then just go ahead and tap and hold on that again until you hear that chime. Now it's reset, and then it's going to do it automatically for you, so you can have the height you want. Now, unlike the Model S and Model X, this is not a geolocation memory. So with those cars, you can have it set at different heights based off where it is, so you can have it work. It's different than home and stuff like that. But with the Model 3 and Model Y, it's going to be dumb and is going to only have one setting. So this does work on the 3 and the Y. That's how you can set up a program for a trunk memory for the height, and that's how you do it. Pretty simple and cool if you want to adjust how the high your trunk is going to open. Now, one of the best parts of owning a Tesla, of course, is all the built-in smarts and cameras. And it's awesome to have Sentry mode, and using that is really cool and it's easy to access footage. But if you're ever in an accident and you need data about every inch of your car, including access to cameras you wouldn't normally have access to as sort of the end user, Tesla will actually send this data to you totally for free. If you go through the link down below and fill out the special form, Tesla will actually send you what they call a data report. And this report includes things like an area of impact chart, accelerator and brake position charts, charts for the steering angle, the torque, driver log data, and information about all basically different parts of your car and the status of all of them, all in this report, so you can really see exactly what was going on. But one of the coolest things about this report is that it actually gives you footage from cameras you wouldn't normally have access to, specifically here, the front-facing fisheye camera and the side pillar camera. A user who recently was involved in an accident went through this whole process and posted his experience on Reddit. I'll leave a link down below, but he was really happy with it. He got a ton of data, and this is really cool that you can sort of get access to this data, get Tesla to send you everything the car knows from a specific instant, totally for free. So if you are in an accident and you need to prove what was happening or what you said happened actually happened, you can request this data from Tesla. It takes a little bit of time, but it is free, and I'll leave the link to that form down below in the description. Okay, now this next hidden feature is really cool and really special because it is like one hidden feature that gives your Tesla a whole separate level of capabilities, an extra layer of hidden features, and even gives your car new smarts that can be controlled by these physical buttons in your Tesla. If you've been annoyed by the lack of controls in your car and you're looking to add more features to your Tesla, let me show you the perfect way to do that. One of my favorite accessories of all time that takes things to a whole new level in your Tesla, and that is this. It's the sexy buttons made by this video's sponsor, Enhance Auto. I've been using the sexy buttons in my Tesla for the last few months, and I absolutely love them for a couple of really big reasons. One is that the design here is just great. They're small, they're sleek, they've got a really nice satisfying click when you press them. They can be either black on black or white on black, which looks great, and with the built-in adhesive on the back, they can go anywhere in your Tesla and are like truly wireless. The second thing I love is just the sheer amount of things you can program these buttons to do. The options for customization here are like almost endless. You can actually use the companion app to set all this up, customize your buttons, and configure what's called smart actions, which are sort of almost like extra hidden features for your Tesla that let it do some really amazing things totally on its own, using a whole new level of smarts your car now has. For example, you can push, or in my case, pull the handle on your Tesla door to actually unlock the charge port or even open the front without even having to touch anything in the car or on your app. Or you can even do things that Tesla won't let you do with the stock software, like turn auto wipers off when autopilot is on and engaged, the ability to have your doors auto-present themselves on the 3 and the Y, like the fancier Model X, and even a really cool feature called kickdown, which is going to give you max power when you press on the accelerator to the max. So let's say you're sort of driving in chill mode and you need to sort of pass a car or make a merge. You kick that pedal down all the way. It's going to give you that maximum power to make that lane change, make that merge, without you having to fumble around on the screen, change from chill to standard. It is really cool, really smart, and all made possible by the awesome sexy button system. And now is the perfect time to add a whole new level of features and capabilities and smarts to your Tesla, give it some incredible new features, make it smarter, and get some physical buttons in your Tesla that do a lot of really crazy cool things. If you want to learn more about Enhance Auto, check out the sexy buttons for yourself. We'll leave it linked right down below in the description. And also, you can save for a limited time from right now until April 10th by using the code DEAL at checkout. That'll get you 15% off again for a limited time from now until April 10th. That coupon code is DEAL for 15% off. Full details, all the links for everything you want to check out is going to be right down below in the description. Check out Enhance Auto, check out these sexy buttons, and make your Tesla smarter today. Now, another common complaint I've seen by many Tesla owners is they say that their auto high beams and their headlights are blinding other cars on the road, and they want to adjust them. If you do want to do this, actually, it's really easy to do this. If you tap on the car icon, go to service. The service menu has a lot of cool things inside of here. You can even see a camera preview of your interior camera, which is sort of crazy. So here's the wild setup I'm using to record this video. But in this case here, if you go to adjust headlights, you can actually use the scroll wheels on the wheel to actually calibrate and then automatically adjust your headlights. So if you do want to manually do it, you actually see a preview of it there, which is kind of cool. If you do want to adjust it, if you find it's annoying other people on the road, or you think something's wrong with it, if you want to get in here and calibrate it, you can do it just by this left, right. It's going to allow you to do it, and it can simply be done just like that. You can also calibrate other things as well. Your seat, your steering wheels, for example, camera calibration. If you're having issues with autopilot, you're getting a lot of phantom braking, you're getting some weird glitches with the system, always not a bad idea to go in and calibrate your camera. You can see notifications. Car wash mode is super cool. If you didn't know, if you're going in a car wash, you can enter car wash mode. It's going to make sure nothing is going to open by surprise, for example. You can also do a screen cleaning mode if you want to. Really cool stuff here. Service menu has a lot of awesome things, but if you do want to get in there and if you're having issues and you want to fix them, not a bad idea to come in here, do some calibrations of your seat, cameras, your headlights, and you will be good to go. This next one is very interesting because it's one I didn't know. I've owned this Model Y for years. I've been driving Teslas for years. I feel like I know pretty much all there is to know about their cars, but this one is new. This one I didn't know, and that's that actually back here in the back of the car, there's actually a headrest in this middle seat. And maybe I'm dumb and I didn't know this, but I feel like I'm not alone. Excuse sort of the messy back seat here with a 1-year-old. Headrest built in really stealthily back here that you can actually adjust. So if you actually come back here, and I have a mat kit from 3D Mat, so it's covering this, but if I pull on this little lever right here, see that lever right there? If I pull it up, you're going to hear sort of an electric unlock. It's a little hard to do this with one hand, but I can pull up this headrest just like that and actually adjust it. Let me come around and show you. And again, it's a little hard to do with one hand here, but I can actually adjust this headrest pretty well, just like that. So there is a fully adjustable headrest for this middle seat in the back that you can adjust. And again, it's easier with two hands, but you can adjust here and bring up pretty high, actually. This is as high as it goes right there. It's going to lock in and it's going to give you a headrest for the person back here. Staying in the back, another tip here is that there's actually 3 different positions for the seats back here. Usually think, okay, I'm gonna unlock it, bring it all the way down, or bring it up, and that's it. But there's actually more positions. If I hold on this, click and hold it in, to unlock it, I can actually go back another stop like this, and I can go back one more as well, a little bit more, to give you a little bit more room. So to give you an example, that's the widest position, and then this is sort of the standard. So if I want to bring it back a little bit more, I can actually give you a little bit more room back there. So if you didn't know, this does click into 3 different positions. All you got to do is sort of click it in to get it unlocked, and you can sort of push it back a little bit more and then all the way back. So if, again, I didn't know this, so sort of cool to see, but 3 different positions for the seats back there just by using this to adjust as your preference would have it. Okay, this next one is a hidden feature I have covered before, but every time I bring it up, people really love it, and some people just don't know this exists. So let me tell you, if you didn't know, you can actually get wireless CarPlay or Android Auto on your Tesla. Now, famously, Tesla officially does not support CarPlay because they think their system is better, but if you do want to use your favorite iPhone or Android apps on your car, you want to be able to use Waze, for example, or you just like the interface of CarPlay and you want to have that on your Tesla, you can do it with a couple of different methods. The easiest one that I have used, if you just want a simple plug and play solution, you just want to have a one and done thing, it's this T2C box from Carlin Kit. I will leave it linked down below, and also on screen I'll put on my discount code. If you want to check this out, you could save, I think it's 15% or something like that if you go through my code and my link down below. Basically how this works is it's really simple. It's a plug and play solution. You plug this into power in your car, and then your phone connects to it via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, or maybe Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And then what it does is it basically gives you the full-on wireless CarPlay or Android Auto experience inside of your car. It's certainly not perfect, but again, this is the best solution I have found because Tesla does not officially support this. I think it works more than well enough. It lets you launch all your favorite apps. Audio works in here, Waze, Google Maps, whatever, app you want to use, Audible, any of that. It's all going to work. It's really simple. And again, this is a plug-and-play solution that you plug in the power, you connect your phone, and you are good to go. You don't need a SIM card. You can use the data, the hotspot on your phone to give this thing data, just so it can make a valid connection. And like I said, literally it's plug and play. So if you want to check this out and run CarPlay on your Tesla, super easy to do. I'll leave it linked down below in the description. Again, you can save with my coupon code. Not a sponsor, anything like that, but I have tested a couple of these in my cars. They've worked. And again, I've tried a lot of these solutions, and this is the best plug and play solution I have found. So if you want CarPlay or wireless Android Auto, does both in your Tesla, I'll leave a link to this box down below. One of the coolest things about Tesla's latest software update is that it now allows you to pick from more streaming services than ever before for your music. So I've got Spotify, I've got Apple Music, I've got Tidal, I've got the karaoke, TuneIn, lots of cool stuff to choose from. But sometimes when you go and you search for a song, like let's say I come up here and I search for, Taylor for Taylor Swift, I get a lot of different results that I don't care about. So I'm getting results from Spotify, I'm getting results from karaoke and the different stations. And I just sort of want to use one and not have a million different ones. Like I don't care about the built-in, tune-in service. If you actually want to narrow these down, which is really helpful, jump up here to the settings right here, and then you can turn off the sources you don't care about. So I don't care about the built-in streaming. I don't care about tune-in, karaoke. Just show me Tidal, Apple Music, and Spotify, like the stuff that's actually going to work. You can easily do that right in there under sources. Also, if you haven't dug in here, you can see some other options. You can see here, if you want to allow explicit content, you can adjust the balance, and then of course the tone as well with immersive audio and stuff like that. This is going to be your audio settings, by the way, right here. And there's a lot of cool things in there. But if you didn't know, you can turn off those unwanted sources to keep search results more relevant and get some of that junk that you're never going to use out of there and keep it simple. Another hidden feature that just launched a couple of days ago is a new extended warranty option through Tesla themselves. Yes, you can now get yourself some extended coverage above, 50,000 miles or whatever the year mark is, through Tesla themselves. It covers a lot of the major stuff, any issues. This is going to protect you for some more miles and more years. The prices here aren't too crazy, going to be more expensive if you have an S or an X. 3 and Y is not too bad, and is not too bad considering everything you're going to get, and that added peace of mind. So if you are looking for some extended coverage on your Tesla, Tesla now offers this. You can go into your app, you can do an upgrade through that way, or I think you can go to the Tesla website and buy it and then get that extra coverage for your 3, your Y, your S, or your X. All right, and 2 more tips here you should know about your Tesla. One is that if you want to manually release your charging cable that's plugged in, if it's just not unlocking, something's not right, you want a physical manual way to unlock it. If you actually come to your back here, there's a little hole right there. Right here, it's sort of hard to see, and there's a little latch in there, a little a cord you can pull. If you pull on this right here, let me bring it out so you can see it. If you pull on that, that is going to manually unlock the charging cable that is in the charger right here. So that's sort of cool. We also know that obviously there are manual ways to unlock the door, the right way and the wrong way. There is sort of that manual door unlock latch here if you want to get out, but obviously you should use the button. And then another thing you should know is that there are 2 12-volt cigarette lighters in the car for power. So there's one up here, if you didn't know, right here. That's what I'm using for power for my charger right there. And then also there is one in the back. So right back here where we saw our little tether for our charging cable release, you'll find a 12-volt port right back here. So if you needed to charge something, you had a battery, you had maybe a rear dash cam, you wanted to do your own rear dash cam system and you want to power, there's a way to power it. Obviously, you've got USB ports built into the car and you've got more power up there, but there is some rear power in the back of the car if you needed it. There it is. Hopefully you learned something with those couple of tips. So in my last video, I showed you a cool little feature here in the Tesla app that lets you get an additional little quick control there, the 5 icons in the row. That's super cool, but there's a couple other cool things you should know about. One is that if you go into controls, you can actually see the latest tire pressure reading of your car by tapping that wheel icon right there. That's going to give you the latest tire pressure so you can see what that is. And then also what's really cool here is the Tesla widget. So you can add a widget in iOS or Android for your car, and it's going to give you even more quick controls that you wouldn't have otherwise. So I can vent the windows, I've got AC, I've got lights, I've got trunk. It's going to be the same ones that you have in here. So again, refer to my other video if you want to see how to customize those. But this is cool because this is going to allow you to control your Tesla Tesla with like a couple of taps without having to jump into the Tesla apps. If you want a really easy way to control your car, lock it, unlock it, stuff like that, let me show you here. We're doing this, we're gonna lock it. There it goes, it's gonna actually open the Tesla app too. I can do that just from here. It's a nice way to also kind of quick launch the Tesla app too and give you some live info on your car that you can see right from there. Okay, so here's a real easy way to kind of ease your range anxiety. Most people probably have set by default the miles that their car has left. So right now my batteries run low, I have 74 miles, and some people might find that to be cause for concern. You start to stress about it, you see it tick down 70, 60, 50, 40. Oh my gosh, I'm super concerned. Simple tip here, but if you didn't know, if you tap on this, that's going to change it from miles to percentage. And I find this is really helpful because when you see it in percentage, you think about your phone. So, oh, for example, my phone, 20%, I've got plenty of juice, even 10%, hey, I got to look for a charger, but I'm still fine. I find that to be a great sort of comparison for EV owners as well. That 24% is still plenty. You see 74 miles, you might start to get a little freaked out and scared. But if you didn't know, if you just tap on it, you can switch between percentage and miles. And for me, I like percentage because I feel like it sort of gives me a little bit more peace of mind. You can adjust that if you want to, but a little tip there if you didn't know, tap on that to switch between the two. All right, guys, so what are your favorite Tesla hidden features, things you love to check out in your Tesla, things you want other owners to know? Let me know down below. We can share our favorite Tesla tips together. If you missed my previous video detailing, I think, 12 to 15 other Tesla hidden features, I'll leave that video linked up here and down below. Check it out. Get some more insights and Easter eggs in your Tesla for yourself to check out and try for yourself. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.